Good evening, welcome to the State of Business on our television with me, Kavishk Pereira. Let's take a look at today's headlines. 19th Amendment is the cause for current political instability in the country, says President Maithripala Sirisena. Finance Minister Mangala Samaraveera denies allegations on privatization of the People's Bank. News in detail. President Maithripala Sirisena today admitted that there is a political instability in the country, and he also said that the 19th Amendment to the Constitution is the major cause for the current political instability in Sri Lanka. The head of the state made these remarks addressing the heads of media institutions at the President's house this morning. President Maithripala Sirisena emphasized that the 19th Amendment, which was introduced for a good governance, created two leaders for the country. He also pointed out that the independent commissions which were introduced via the 19th Amendment have failed to deliver its expectations. President further said that the 19th Amendment was in need of a number of non-governmental institutions and it became a curse for the nation. He suggested that whoever wins the upcoming presidential election should take measures to abolish it. The head of the state also said that a presidential election will be held at the end of this year and a general election will be held before March next year. President Sirisena also added that as no party has so far selected the candidates and the Sri Lanka Freedom Party too has no hurry and will field the candidate at the right time. President also highlighted that the country can go back to the conditions before the 18th and the 19th Amendments after abolishing the two. During the meeting, President Sirisena also dismissed the rumors on a possible referendum to extend his term as the president. Meanwhile, President Maithripala Sirisena also revealed this morning that he has already signed the documents to impose the death penalty for 4 culprits who were convicted of drug dealing. President made this revelation while addressing the media to brief over the National Drug Eradication Week, which was announced from 23rd of June to 1st of July. President Maithripala Sirisena, addressing the heads of media institutions, said that he had signed the order to impose the death penalty for 4 prisoners convicted for drug dealing. He also added that these 4 death penalties will be carried out soon. President Sirisena's revelation over the death penalty came within 24 hours of the Amnesty International asking him in a statement to immediately halt the plan. The head of the state also said that all the prisons in Sri Lanka can shelter only for 11,000 inmates, but there are 24,000 prisoners at present. He also highlighted that 60% of them were being punished for drug-related cases. Answering to the questions from the media personnel, President Sirisena also said that the Special Parliamentary Select Committee inquiring into the Easter Sunday attacks is a political drama, while the Supreme Court has fixed dates for 7 cases over the issue. He also denied the reports that he was invited to give evidence, added that he would never testify before such a committee. President Sirisena also added that the rehearsals of the PSC sessions are conducted at the Temple Trees and then shown in Parliamentary next day. The World Bank yesterday approved a $310 million loan to reduce and mitigate flood risks in the Lower Kalani Basin in Colombo and to improve weather forecasting and early warning systems across Sri Lanka. Thus, the Climate Resilience Multi-Phase Programmatic Approach project is the first of a 3-phase investment program amounting to $774 million to be implemented over 8 years. Moreover, the program aligns with the government's plan to ensure fiscal and physical resilience and reduce the vulnerability of Sri Lanka's economy following the 2016 and 2017 floods, and the new forecasting systems are expected to benefit the entire nation, including 3.5 million beneficiaries living in the flood-prone areas in 25 river basins. Thereby, the project financed by the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development consists of a loan with a maturity of 32 years, including a grace period of 7 years. Sri Lanka ranked second amongst countries most affected by extreme weather events in 2017 and is expected to see a 1.2% annual GDP loss by 2050 due to climate change, and evidence such as flood frequency will increase and that nearly 87% of Sri Lankans are living in areas likely to experience extreme temperatures and rainfall that will impact their lives. Thus, against this backdrop, World Bank Country Director for Nepal, Sri Lanka and Maldives, Idaswarai Ridhu, added that this comprehensive climate resilience program will reduce losses to people's livelihoods and public assets while reducing shocks on the economy. The Sri Lanka Association of Software and Services Companies launched its artificial intelligence policy for Sri Lanka today in Colombo with the guidance and assistance from the government. Developed in partnership with the Information and Communication Technology Agency of Sri Lanka and the Ministry of Digital Infrastructure and Telecom, the policy framework delivers a national approach as to how Sri Lanka can place artificial intelligence and robotics at services of its citizens and economy. Subsequently, the document includes multi-tiered approaches to AI from the perspective of education, technology, ethics, standardization, and policy with the intention of achieving 7 key high-level objectives. thereby increasing awareness in public and private sectors, introducing legislations that will establish level playing field for AI, incentivizing fundamental and applied research in AI, and attracting leading global technology and AI companies to set up are some of the primary objectives of the policy framework. Meanwhile, commenting on the advantage of leveraging in AI, Chairman of SLASCOM, Jivanyanam, highlighted that Sri Lanka lags behind on formulating an official stance on AI.
We are here because there is a massive opportunity that exists in AI. The market size of AI today is currently $2 trillion. And it's about to reach 15 trillion by 2022. Now just imagine even 1% of that $2 trillion could double our revenue as an industry. The opportunity that is here exists is a blank canvas for Sri Lanka to write its path. However, you would be misinformed to believe that we are the only country to see this as an opportunity. There has been tremendous activity concerning AI policy positions and the development of the AI ecosystem in the different countries over the last 18 to 36 months. The US published its AI report in December 2016, France published in January 2017, Japan in March 2017, China in July 2017, UK in November 2017, and so on and so forth. So as you can see, we are in fact far behind in terms of taking an official stance on the strategy of AI.
Keep tuning in for more news after this short commercial break. Welcome back. Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe launched the insurance scheme for the Buddhist monks organized by the Ministry of Buddha Sasana at the Temple Trees today. Thus, Minister of Buddhist Affairs and Environment Development Gamini Vikrama Pereira highlighted that 2,000 monks will be covered under the first stage of this insurance program. Chief incumbent of Kolunavaseda Vataviharagoda Viharya Ambanmal Lokatero claimed that this program will be implemented to ensure the Buddhist clergy living in all 25 districts of the country. Under the insurance scheme, up to 350,000 rupees will be paid for receiving residential treatment of Western medicine and 200,000 rupees for receiving residential treatment at an Ayurvedic hospital. The policy provides 3,000 rupees per day for a treatment at government hospital and 1 million rupees for a heart surgery. Moreover, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe pledged to send the victims of the Easter Sunday bombings who cannot be properly treated locally abroad for treatment at state expense. Premier Wickremesinghe made this assurance yesterday attending a function of the National Peace Council held at the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall. Elaborating on the issue, Premier Wickremesinghe said if doctors who are treating the injured of the Easter Sunday bombing explosions certify that the injuries could not be treated locally, the government would undertake measures to send these people for treatment at foreign medical facilities at state expense. He also divulged that action was being taken through the office for preparations to obtain all details about the damage caused by the bomb attacks. Also, Prime Minister noted that necessary steps had also been taken to pay sufficient compensation in respect of the dead and injured persons, and a budget of 250 million rupees had been set apart for initial payments in this regard. Finance Minister Mangala Samaraweera says that the recent news report in the media quoting an opposition parliamentarian to the effect that the People's Bank is to be privatized is completely false and misleading. Minister Samaraweera, issuing a statement to the media, stresses that there is no whatsoever truth in those allegations which said that the government is to privatize the People's Bank, citing financial difficulties to infuse capital. The statement from the Ministry of Finance says that the government categorically dismisses this claim of privatization as false and misleading the people made with ulterior motives. It also says that certain political parties and trade unions affiliated to those parties as they lead the government is to privatize the People's Bank, citing financial difficulties to infuse capital. It also clarifies that the baseless allegation is made following the proposal made by the Ministry of Finance to amend the People's Bank Act No. 29 of 1961, enabling the bank to increase the authorized capital and the debentures to strengthen the financial stability and effectiveness of its operations. The statement further clarifies that once the amendment is passed in Parliament, the employees and depositors can get these securities, and there is no intention to issue equity securities to outsiders. Mr. Samaraweera also says that the attempts on the part of the political parties to portray that the government is trying to privatize the People's Bank is a malicious attempt to hide their political bankruptcy. In a move to revolutionize the telecom industry, Airtel Lanka introduced the Kata Bus, the new product which will further Airtel's prepaid proposition and address customer needs for affordability, convenience and simplicity. Plus, the recharge package is priced at 98 rupees with a validity period of 30 days, making it much more affordable. Moreover, in addition to unlimited Airtel calls, the recharge card offers up to 1000 SMS and 100 MB of data for free with a validity period of 30 days. The plan was created to accommodate customer needs for all mobile services to be built into a single recharge pack. Meanwhile, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Bharti Airtel Jinesh Hedge highlighted how Airtel is taking initiatives to ratchet down the telecommunications expenses in Sri Lanka.
Consumers, a normal consumer, when he goes up to purchase his breakfast, say malupan and a cup of tea, it is almost 100 rupees. When we all go and buy our lunch pack, it's around 150 rupees. Dinner pack, 150 rupees. So on average, we spend around 400, 500 rupees a day on our meal. So we felt that we did a research. Why not do something which is going to really bring down telecommunication expenses in Sri Lanka? So today we are here to talk about this disruption, to talk about this very innovative and creative product. At the cost of 3 rupees a day, yes, at the cost of 3 rupees a day, Airtel Sri Lanka will offer unlimited voice calls for the month. 3 rupees a day equals to 98 rupees a day a month. 1 month you spend 98 rupees and all the customers in Sri Lanka can talk unlimited, without any asterisks, without any conditions, free of cost.
Keep tuning in for stock updates after this short commercial break. Welcome back. Trading at the Colombo Stock Exchange ended on a mixed note today. The all-share price index gained 6.08 points to close at 5,348.57 and the S&P SL 20 dropped 2.16 points to close at 2,479.92. The turnover was 128 million rupees with over 7.23 million shares being traded. Next up is Forex rates. Well, that's a wrap of the bulletin for the day. Signing off with a promise for tomorrow at the same time with nothing but the latest. Thank you and good night.